How are you doing today, guys? Let's get a look at GEC's model number 15. I love this model. It's the perfect size, I believe. It's not too big, not too little. Hides in your watch pocket, or as Knife Thursday would call it, our knife pocket. Nobody carries a pocket watch anymore. Anyways, this is the model number 15, if I didn't say that. It goes by the boy's knife. And again, if you don't know what GEC is, it's Great Eastern Cutlery. If you're shopping around for GEC, you just type in GEC knives. And there's a bunch of retailers. Anyways, from what you can see here, it is a very streamlined frame. Very no-nonsense, just a straight-up great design that does not dictate whether you should hold it like this. There's no grooves. Or nowhere in particular, no hot spots, especially on these single blade versions that I have right here. This is also a 15. I had somebody make a comment in my other video that said this was not a 15. It's not your standard 15, but it is on the 15 frame, and you can see it in the model number right there. It says 15. So this is the Tom's Choice. They just dress it up a little bit different. There's a wonderful, very well-educated gentleman on blade forums, and I'm going to screw up his last name, but Charlie, so I'm not even going to say his last name. Anyways, you can do these SFOs. If you have enough money, you can talk to Bill Howard, the owner of GEC Knives, and more than likely, you guys can put together a special factory order. So that's exactly what he did. And I don't know if it's turned into anything larger now because there's so many different runs of these and so many different cover options. You got single blades, you've got like this and a pen blade, this and a clip point, and I think right now they're currently gearing up to do another run of Tom's Choice. I think there's going to be some saw cut bone. Instead of these long pulls that you see here and here, they're going to have the nail neck, the crescent nail neck like this. So anyways, these are getting harder and harder to come by. You're not going to probably find them in any stores. There are a few spay blades left. So spay blade, I don't have any spays right here. Anyways, Tom's Choice. I think they pay a little bit of extra attention to building these, and maybe it was per request of Charlie here. I'm not sure. And if you've never seen a GEC packaging, they come in these little tubes. Really neat. And with the wax paper inside there. Really cool. So let's show you why I think maybe they're a little bit better built, or maybe it's just coincidence. So when you go in the half stop, this is dead flush. Right? Flush on the closed, flush on the open, but also flush in that half stop. This Knife Bright one here, flush open, flush closed, but just a tad proud. And I do mean just a tad. Maybe you can see it right there. Right. Now that's just cosmetic. That does not affect the use at all. And maybe it's just because this is a lower end cover version here. We're going to get to that later though. This is Knife Bright, if you're wondering. So it's just glow in the dark, maybe like a moon glow. I'm not quite sure the manufacturer of it, but it is kind of neat. I think it's a novelty, but it's kind of a neat novelty, right? So anyways, Tom's Choice. Finishing up this review here. Love the sheep's foot blade. Gives you a lot of cutting edge for the handle. So they really bring that edge pretty much to the end of this handle. I don't know if you can see that. So there's not much left over here. Yeah, so I could show it next to this. This is the Northwoods Fremont Jack. And you can see like this. Much shorter than the Fremont Jack, but when we open them up, love the Fremont Jack, one of my absolute favorite knives ever. But check this out, the cutting edge, right about the exact same, and it does it and a little bit shorter frame. And these being pocket knives, it's nice to use up all that handle space, because usually these are riding down in your pocket or in your watch pocket or wherever, but with no pocket clips. Kind of nice to have a shorter frame. Not that that's a knock on this knife at all. I absolutely love this knife. I don't believe I'd change anything about it. But anyways, just showing you, it does pack a lot of edge length in that handle. Nice long pull, nice swedge, of course GEC. Wonderful job on all their backspacer springs. Not a backspacer, spring. And here is the Knife Bright version. Took this in on a trade for some work. I think the Knife Bright is a little bit of a novelty. If you're wondering what Knife Bright is, I'll show you. Glows, right? Just like Moon Glow would. Kind of neat. A little bit novelty, but then again, if you drop this, it wouldn't be this bright, but certainly would have a slight glow to it, and I think it'd be easier to find. I don't know, maybe useful. But I like, I don't know if my camera is showing off this color right. It's not quite an ivory look. You're never going to mistake it for real ivory or anything, or even micarta. Here's some smooth bone white, so you can see it's a different shade. But it is like a slimy green type. You know how when you see something and you think, does that glow? It has that look. You either dig it or you don't. I think it's neat. I don't know if I'd recommend the Knife Bright over any kind of bone covering options or micarta, but I really do enjoy this. I've been digging it. So it looks like it's polished up really well here, and it is, but it looks like it would be really slippery, but it's not. It's kind of bizarre. So it's almost rubbery like. I don't know, it's grippy. A lot more grippy than you think it would be. Nice clip point blade on this one. Really nice, lean, real thin grind on this. Again, blade 1095. I like it a lot. This is very light in the pocket, being how this is like a resin based cover here. And very durable too. I imagine it's almost similar to G10 or carbon fiber in durability. Maybe not, because it doesn't have all those fibers and stuff woven in between each other, but certainly if you drop this, I don't think it's going to crack or break. That's kind of nice too. That's the Knife Bright. Again, GC, wonderful job. Just a wonderful job. I always feel like I get my money worth with GEC. So that's it. Knife Bright, single blade, clip point. Love it. You can pinch it open, obviously. Does have a half stop. Has a nice firm, probably about a 7 pull, not quite an 8. Very secure. No side to side on either one. In theory, this longer bolster should give you just a little bit more strength. But I think if you're worried about that, this is the wrong knife for you. You're not looking at traditional knives. You need to be looking at fixed blades or a strider or a hinderer or the like, maybe a modern locking folder, if you're worried about that pivot strength. It is a wonderful look though. Adds a little bit of extra weight to it, which is not a bad thing. I mean, some guys like a little bit of heft to their knife, and it makes it feel like a little bit more of a solid, usable quality tool. So I can understand either way. Anyways, I love them. I want to get more of the 15 model. I want to start looking for a clip point, long pull, single blade in saw cut like this. Not that they're super rare. I think there was plenty made, but people who have them in their pocket and they love them. Also, one more thing if I didn't say, this is not a stainless bolster, and it's not nickel silver plated either. This is actually carbon steel, so it will take a patina just like the blade and just like the back spring. So again, you probably either dig that or you won't, but I do dig it. Love the half stop. Just wonderful knives. They really are. I love the 15. A lot of people's favorite model from GC. Very usable. I mean, because it's such a a nice pocketable frame pattern, and will slide right in your watch pocket and be completely hidden by your whole pocket, but it does pack that blade length. It's on the palm of my hand here. Some people measure by that. Should have got a tape measure out or a ruler. Anyways, that's it, guys. If you're looking for your first GEC knife, I would highly suggest you look at the 15 and maybe just get the overall length and the blade length and stuff like that. Draw it out on paper. I think you're going to find that it's a really nice frame size. And when you get it in your hand, man, I don't know, it's hard to not like it, that's for sure. That's it, guys. Again, if you're looking for Tom's Choice, the dressed up version of the 15 here, you're going to have to be real quick on the trigger. Have your money set aside, because as soon as they start hitting the market, they're snapped up within a week. And again, they're making the crescent pull versions right now. So they'll be hitting pretty soon. Unless you catch this video a year later or something, then they're already out and gone. But anyways, they were made. That's it. Love GEC's packaging. Let's go out with a glow shot. See you later, guys. Appreciate you watching. Going to have some more reviews coming up. Have some more traditional knives on the way. Guys, just stay tuned. I'm going to review these guys next. The bullet end jack. Love these traditional knives lately. Let's go out on glow shot. Sweet. Again, thank you, guys. See ya.